Do you know of a stellar leader or an outstanding organization that deserves a proper shout-out? Nominate them for IBJ's awards. From 40 in their 40s and Women of Influence to Nonprofit and Healthcare Excellence Awards, we're celebrating rising stars, seasoned leaders, and organizations making a difference. Discover which programs are accepting nominations now at ibj.com/nominate.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Monday, May 18th, 2026. I'm Alex Brown. The Purdue University Board of Trustees announced today that President Mung Chiang will step down at the end of June after more than 3 years in the role. Chiang informed the board that he has accepted an offer to become president of Northwestern University beginning July 1st. He was elected president of Purdue in June 2022 and officially began the role the following January. Trustees Chair Gary Lehman said the board will name an interim president in the coming weeks, and a search for Chiang's successor will begin shortly thereafter. Grow Allen, an organization created in 2023 to enhance the career path development of students entering the workforce in Allen County and boost the number of adults with marketable credentials and degrees, is joining Greater Fort Wayne, Inc. Officials said the combination will create a more coordinated approach to workforce development by aligning programs, partners, and resources around shared goals for student success and employer engagement. Officials broke ground this morning on the planned Heartland BioWorks headquarters building at the 16 Tech Innovation District in downtown Indianapolis. The $24.3 million project, being led by Bloomington-based Applied Research Institute, will serve as a biomanufacturing workforce training and innovation center when complete in mid-2027. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Southwest Indiana is essential to elevating Indiana's future. Explore how IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the state of Indiana are bringing a bold vision for regional growth at Innovate Southwest Indiana, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. Join Governor Mike Braun and business and community leaders in Evansville for a conversation on growth, workforce development, and innovation. We'll be at Ridgeway University Center June 9th. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate.
ThyssenKrupp Presta North America is planning to close its manufacturing facility in Terre Haute in 2027, affecting some 230 employees. IIB's Aubriana Herron has more.
The company said Friday that the move is the result of changing market conditions. The Terre Haute facility produces steering components used in automotive chassis, manufactured by ThyssenKrupp Automotive Technology. Those operations will be moving to the company's plant in Hamilton, Ohio. Victor Molnar, Chief Operating Officer of ThyssenKrupp Automotive Technology, said the adjustment will strengthen the long-term competitiveness of its North American business. ThyssenKrupp did not provide a specific timeline of when operations in Terre Haute would wind down and when layoffs would begin. The company has not yet filed a worker adjustment and retaining notification or WARN notice with the Indiana Department of Workforce Development. A WARN notice is required within 60 days of a plant closure or mass layoff. In a post on social media, Vigo County Commissioner Chris Switzer called the announcement of the closure difficult news for the employees and their families. He said the county will be working with local and regional partners to assist in marketing and selling the facility to attract new investment and jobs. Terre Haute Mayor Brandon Sackbun also released a statement saying his focus is ensuring that the affected employees have opportunities going forward. Aubriana Herron, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Bethel University is partnering with South Bend-based charter school operator Career Academy Network of Public Schools and Boys and Girls Clubs of the Northern Indiana Corridor to launch a laboratory classroom on campus to teach youth and provide experience for teacher candidates. Called Success Academy at Bethel University, the initiative will serve kindergarten and first grade students in a mixed grade level classroom. Bethel said students will benefit from experiential learning opportunities in the community, increased adult-to-student support, and access to instructional materials aligned to state standards. Teacher candidates, meanwhile, will gain real-world classroom experience alongside a certified teacher. Senator Jim Banks of Indiana is applauding a decision by U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth and Acting Secretary of the Navy Hung Cao to assign a one-star reserve flag officer to Naval Weapons Station Crane in southern Indiana. The officer will be assigned no later than October 1st, and the position will be responsible for integrating the U.S. Navy's nuclear sea-launched cruise missile and conventional prompt strike weapon systems onto surface ships and submarines. In a statement, Banks said the assignment represents the most significant expansion of NWS Crane since its creation. Naval Weapons Station Crane, which until recently was known as Naval Support Activity Crane, is the third largest naval installation in the world, encompassing more than 62,000 acres primarily in Martin County, with over 6,000 employees and contractors on site. Lumina Foundation's CEO Jamie Mirasotis is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now on the IBJ Media app or your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.